Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 7 of the F3 division of RSF1. I am Primus Gaming, and joined with me soon will be Rapid Sprays. So until then, because Rapid Sprays is just going to be a little bit late, I will start off for the moment, and Rapids will come in and join me soon. And yeah, looks like we got a pretty much full lobby. So let's have a little look. See, let's get the correct board. Right, so I can see we got a new person in the lobby, and that is Eyes the Best. Okay, I'll just call him Eyes. Easy to work with. So yes, working by myself for the moment. We've got quite a few people in now. Cross Carey looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with his connection. So Canada has been quite an eventful week for everyone. Duffalump has left the session as well. So we can definitely say that Canada has definitely been one of those tracks, you know, that we all love. So we've got Flaming, we've got Anger Fist, and we've got Joshua currently going out on their outlaps. Moronics and Falcon Legends has joined in. And I'm pretty sure most of RSF1 knows already, and also for you viewers as well who are not in our league. Today is Braver Container's birthday, so from me and the commentary team, and on behalf of all of RSF1, we'd like to wish you, Braver Container, a happy birthday. So let's hope you have a good race, but you know, we've got a whole day ahead of us of racing. Let's see what we can do. So let's go on board with Anger Fist. Okay, so I have to apologise, guys, because my corners in here are not very... I don't know the corner names that very well. Find some cast, and then that looked like a little bit of cut in there from Anger Fist, but it doesn't look like. Actually, I don't think he did cut it. He might be fine. So let's keep on board with him. So now into the second chicane. There goes a Alpha and Mayo of Joshua. I think that's what we're also missing. One of the Alphas. So we've got Flaming, we've got Anger Fist, we've got Joshua, who's just had to pull off the road, Moronics and Falcon Legends that are on their flying laps. And then we've got Reese, Braver Container, Top Notch, Cross Carey, and Jojo Slee's not out. Anyone in chat, you know, if you want to say hello down below, got any questions, please feel free to ask. So Anger Fist has decided to cannon the lap, and it looks like Flaming invalidated his lap time, because he set a 1 minute 10.4 from what I just saw there, and he did invalidate the lap time. So Moronics comes out of a 192. Now that is quick. That is really quick there from Moronics. So really good. Falcon Legends, 112.6. And we've got McCracken in the chat. Hey man. How you doing, bud? A fellow F4 driver. And then it looks like we've got 40. 40's actually set a pretty good lap. A 199. That's really good from 40. Well done to the Ferrari driver. Definitely can't root him out. Oh, yeah. Let's look at the Renault of Romancy. He's not about, so let's look at Camo. Camo is currently on his flying lap. So let's see how Camo can do. This little area can be a little bit deceiving, because if you don't get a really good run to the chicane there, because he looks like he had to lift off there, and that lost him a little bit of time, You need to make sure you perfect that chicane, otherwise, you know, you'll get a bad run through, you'll lose some time, you know. It's not a very easy bit to go through. Braver Container with a 110.5, so not bad from Braver. Pretty good run there. Joshua, 110.7, with Top Notch doing a 110.8, so we're seeing some lap times coming out. It looks like, I think we only just narrowly got into the 1.9s yesterday in F4, maybe just borderline. So, got some really quick times coming up. Let's have a look, see who else is back. Have a look at Top Notch. No, he's going in. Falcon Legends isn't, however. He's determined to beat a 112.6. I think he really isn't happy. From McCracken in the chat. Yes, I am alone, only for a moment, because Rapid Sprays is just having his dinner. And then once Rapid Sprays is finished with his food, he'll be joining me momentarily. So until Rapid Sprays does come, I will be on my own at the moment. And then we've also got from Patronus, Eyes the Best will be the one to watch out later in the season. I've raced with him before and know him well. Oh, so Patronus is giving everyone the thumbs up, saying, you know, Eyes is actually a pretty good driver. He's took a 2-year break from F1 games. He's won titles. Oh, so in his debut race, because right now Eyes hasn't actually come out of the pits yet. Oh no, now he has, and you never know. Eyes might actually threaten the leading pack, because we know the battle today is going to be between the likes of Cross Kerry, Moronix. DPS Racing actually got a really good result as well lately. Right now, Jay Slee hasn't. Well, he's now actually just come out on his lap. So let's see how Jay Slee can do. Feels a little bit weird on my own, because normally, you know, this is where we like to discuss things, you know, analogies, you know, just the usual stuff when you're commentating. And when you're on your own, you know, you just sort of, it's just you, the stream, and the drivers. So we'll keep an eye on Jay Slee for the moment. Oh, a little bit of a kiss there of the Wall of Champions. He's not got any damage. He needs to get some good positions if he wants to keep up in the championship. I haven't seen the standings recently for F3, but from what I know, it's still quite close. I know it's between Cross Kerry and Moronix. So, good battle for today, hopefully from them. Right now, Moronix has shown strong pace, and it's only just Q1. So, it is a really good lap of a 1.92. And so far, no one else can really beat it. So, over the chicane. That was a pretty decent run from Jace Lee. Going into the hairpin. Ooh, Cross Kerry, 191. That's a really good lap. There's almost, well, just is about just over a tenth and a half faster than Moronix. So really good one there from Cross Kerry. So now here comes Jay Slee. Can he get up there? Yes, he can. A 197. A really good lap there from Jay Slee. So let's have a look at Eyes. He's now going over the Wall of Champions. No, not the Wall of Champions. Final chicane. It doesn't look like, however, he's going to get into the top 5, but he manages to get 7th place. But do keep in mind that, you know, he could be just biding his time. Camo parked the car there on the side. So Patronus, I know he's struggling at the moment. Give him a couple of races to find his place. No problem, Patronus. You never know. Eyes might have a really good start. You know, a nice debut race. And I do wish Eyes all the best in his debut. And also the man with the cash, Josh with Dosh. Evening, everyone. And yes, I'm going to call you the man with the cash because, yeah, that is Bodder's fault. Bodder coming in with a 196. 3rd place. I just saw McCracken cheer on Bodder in the chat as I was reading the message from the man of cash, and suddenly Bodder's jumped into 3rd place. So really good drive there from Bodder. So let's have a look at old Manzi. He's on his flying lap now. Currently, right now, he's one of the cars that's currently in danger of being knocked out of Q1. So he really needs to bring the speed. Oh, did he just hit the wall there? Just look at the chat. But no, that's a little bit plate damage from another car. So going first couple of corners, and that's the Alfa Romeo of Joshua. And oh no, Manzi's done his lap. He got 13th place. I thought it looked like he was warming up again. I thought he was just like he wasn't bothering that lap because, you know, he probably felt like maybe he got faster. But nope. Old Manzi gets 1:10.4. Again, that's a really quick time. Oh, Patronus. Currently, all the times set are faster than my time set on Sunday. Shame. No sweat, Patronus. No sweat. Do remember they may be faster, but you know, it might be their favourite tracks. So let's have a look at RSF1 Flaming, because Flaming is now on his flying lap. So he and his new teammate are going to be trying to score some strong points today, and I think Flaming is also looking forward to maybe working with Eyes. So let's see how the Racing Point can do. Like he's got some good strong sectors. I mean, even F4 drivers are faster than. Oh, don't sweat Patronus. Everyone has times, you know, when, like, you know, you could go faster than a track, but, you know, just probably conditions don't agree with you. You don't like the track. You know, it doesn't. It's no harm though if people are faster than you. No one's going to look down on you for it. So going down the fast straight before the final chicane. See how Flaming can do. Nice run there. That's really nice and tidy through the chicane. Although it looks like Flaming invalidated a lap time. He just done a lap there and he didn't set it. Ah, it's because you switched to the wheel. Ah, okay, no, I've heard actually when you switch to a wheel after being on controller and all that, it's actually pretty difficult because, you know, you're used to one thing for a while, and then, you know, going onto a steering wheel, you just have to adjust to, you know, using it, the control, the response. You'll get there, dude. You'll get there. You're just trying to see the funny side of it. I can't blame you, dude. Oh, we're on the Red Bull of Reese. He is now going to go across the final chicane. Oh, a little bit of the back end didn't like him there going through that chicane. Reese invalidated that lap time as well. So it's not looking good there for the Red Bull driver. Currently, Braver Container is in 15th place. He is in danger of being knocked out of Q1. I think he might wait until maybe the 2 minute, maybe the 150 mark before he might go out and try again. He's now actually in the danger area now, because if Braver doesn't go out now, he will be knocked out of qualifying 1. Looks like Reese is going for a warm-up lap. So we'll come back to Reese right now. If I'm correct in saying, Moronix is retired from this session. And there's a yellow flag in the 3rd sector. Hail King Tomo. Evening, gents. I love these emojis, man. Hilarious. So I've got camo again. So I think Moronix retired from the session. I would pause to check, but I don't want to ruin your views on the race. Oh, we've got a parked car there. That's Flaming. Yep, that's Flaming. He's parked up and he's letting everyone go by. That's old Manzi passing him. Oh no, he's not. He's ran out of fuel. Oh no! Flaming is going to do his best to limp the car back to the pits, but he's ran out of fuel. This is not good. Flaming needs to make it, otherwise he's at risk of being knocked out. Oh, Flaming. I wish you best of luck, man, getting back to the pits, but... Anyways, let's have a little look. So, going over the top 10 currently at the moment is Crosscarry in provisional pole for Q1 with a 191, Veronix with a 192, J Slee with a 193, Bodo with a 196, DPS Racing with a 198, Angerfist with a 198 as well, 19888. Camo 199, 40 a 199 as well. Oh wait. So we're looking at a Villeneuve and Schumacher thing here, because 40 and Eyes, Easton 2411's joined the session. I don't know who Easton is, but if he's not in the league, he will need to leave. Eyes and 40 both set a 19976, literally the exact same time. Yes, Tomo, I am currently commentating on my own at the moment until Rapid Sprays finishes his dinner and then joins. It looks like Flaming is pulling into the escape road to allow the faster cars to get by. So let's look on with Falcon Legends. He's on a lap right now, but still... Again, we're looking at a Schumacher and Villeneuve situation here, when two cars had set the exact same time. But 40, obviously being the one to set that time first, gets the higher position because I set that position. DPS Racing has retired from... So yeah, it looks like everyone's now retired from the session. They're all content. Let's have a little check on Braver Container, because he's currently one of the cars in danger. It's actually beginning to rain. Can I also ask anyone in the F3 lobby to please send me a weather report for the details on the upcoming race, please? This rain could chuck everything topsy-turvy, and it looks like Braver Container will go out of Q1 on his birthday. Hey, there he is. There's the man, Rapid Sprays. Make sure you tick the box so everyone could hear you in the stream. So going over the results while Sprays does that. Crosscarry in first, Moronic second, J Slee third, Bodder fourth, Falcon Legends fifth, DPS Racing is sixth, sorry. Anger for 7th, Camo 8th, 49th, Eyes 10th, again because 40 and Eyes set the exact same time, Dufferlump 11th, Manzi 12th, Element Snow 13th, Joshua 14th, Top Notch 15th, Flaming out of Q1 in 16th, Reese and Braver Container, both the Red Bull are out in Q1, as well as Ted First for being one of the cars to not set a time. Right, how are you, Rapid Sprays?
I'm actually like kind of ill at the minute, but I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys have to offer.
You can only do your best, dude. I appreciate you coming in to help out.
Oh, it's fine.
I just need you to take some screenshots when you can. Obviously, you need to join the session, so for Q1, I'll just make sure to show cars that went out. So Flaming 16th, Reese 17th, Braver Container 18th, Ted First 19th, and then that is the list going up from 15th to 1st. This is just until Rapid gets in, just making sure we get a good view of the list. So just in case anyone needs to see it, can. But well done to Crosscarry, Moronix, and J Slee.
You bring me in since the next.
Yeah, because Q1's literally just ended. So we just had a Schumacher and Villeneuve situation just happen in our Q1 session, and it is light rain for Q2. So as you heard, Fordy and the new driver in the league, Eyes the best, they both set the literal exact same time to the millisecond.
That's pretty impressive.
So, but because Fordy set that time first, when Eyes got the lap, he got second because obviously he didn't get that time first.
Yeah. It doesn't look wet enough at the minute for Inters. Like, there's already a rush of cars trying to get out on the slick tyres.
It's a slight risk because it might stay like rain. I can't see a spray.
Oh, tough one, straight out of the pit exit.
It looks like Angerfist is actually going out on the medium compound tyres. It's actually a race to the start.
I think whoever gets their lap in first
is pretty much guaranteed to. Yeah.
Unless the session decides to dry out.
Possibly, but it doesn't look. It might stay wet for the most of the session. Brave the container. I could have put in another lap. Hate myself for not noticing that. It's just bad luck, mate. You know.
All the points are in the race, brother.
You might make up for it in the race, exactly. But happy birthday, Braver.
Birthday race, so we'll be hoping for big things in the race. Best of luck. I'm surprised
you might be looking at
has gone out.
No, I think some people might think that. Oh! Angerfist almost span out going over the final chicane. Element Snow going off in the chicane before the hairpin. I think. Oh, Camo's lagged out the session. Yeah, I think the conditions are too treacherous for the dry weather tyres. It looks like everyone light rain for the whole race. Oh, so we've got an intermediate start. Intermediate tyre start. So it doesn't look like everyone's going to be able to enjoy these nice dry tyres. Maybe if it dries up during the race, but we'll find out. But yeah, it doesn't look like rapid sprays. We're going to see any dry weather tyres happening now. Yep, DRS has been disabled.
I bet. So my battery's cut out.
That's everyone, please don't get annoyed if Rapids is coughing. You know, we all get a little bit ill sometimes. Oh yeah, by the way, Rapids, if you do not feel well enough to carry on to the end, please let me know. You know, your well-being comes first.
Yeah. It's fine. I just keep muting myself when I cough. Fine.
Cross Kerry 119.5 on the soft tyres.
Top notch is out on the intermediates.
He is. Oh, gotta find him again. There he is.
So is Joshua in the Alpha Male.
Also, here's what's happening. It's too wet for the dry weather tyres, but it's not wet enough for the intermediates, unless Top Notch accidentally went a little bit off. You know, but it doesn't look like he's got the optimum grip. I know the wet weather's not meant to be grippy, but the wet weather tyre, the Inter should handle it a little bit better. And Duffalump almost put on Duffalump 40 almost put on wet weather tyres. Not that bad yet for wets.
I don't see this session being wet tyres. It's definitely the crossover, but I think the Inters need a bit more standing water to be like more competitive and potentially.
Old Mancy stepped in with a 121A. We don't know how that's going to do compared to the intermediate tyres.
I think if you're in the dry, you're looking at what? 1 minute 9s, 8s? I haven't done any practice this week.
10. There's a 1 minute. The range is like the 1 minute 9s to 10s.
Yeah.
I mean, I know if we get
10 seconds plus slower.
Yeah. Ooh, very slippy.
Even on a
Careful, lads. Top notches. He's currently the only one to be on a lap right now. I mean, we've got a few going on that out lap, but Top Notch is struggling like crazy. The hairpin. Not everyone likes the Haas cars for some reason.
I hate
it's
any
not their
Ferrari
favourite cars. You don't like any Ferrari powered cars?
No, I hate the engine sound. It's too high pitched.
It doesn't bother me personally. I wish the Red Bull Honda engine would sound a little bit more like the real thing.
I don't know.
Top Notch, a 121.1 on the intermediate tyres. He did struggle a lot in that lap.
It's faster than Mandy's time on the softs, but I think Cross Kerry
might not be
will probably sit at the
Cross-Kerry.
top. Yeah. Well, if I was Cross Kerry at the minute, I'd literally sit in the pits until last minute, because with only 3 people having set time, it's not worth wasting spare tyres, especially if the race is supposed to be light rain.
I've got an offer from Tomo. He says, if you need me to come in and help out on comms so Rapids can relax a bit, I can help if you want. I will leave that decision completely up to Rapids.
Sorry.
I appreciate
you
stepping in, dude. But please do not feel you're forced to stay on. If you feel like you can't carry on because you're coughing or anything like that, please just tell me, and it's perfectly okay.
So. It's all fine with me, man. Don't worry about it. If I feel like I'm gonna die, yeah, I'll message you.
40, a 120.4, so a good lap from 40 there, but I think Cross Kerry might have just been fast enough to set a time before the conditions could properly work. Joshua has disconnected from Xbox, so he will need an invite back. Bodder, Bodder and DPS Racing taking 3rd and 4th place, so 120.4 from Bodder and a 121.1 from DPS Racing. We got yellow flags in every sector?
I've only got in sector 1.
We had one momentarily for all 3 sectors, which was quite bad.
To add Josh.
So, Eyes is currently going over the hairpin. No worries, Tomo. I'll keep you posted, mate.
We'll find Joshua on some friends list because he's online.
There you go. Eyes is going to go over the final chicane. Let's see how he will do. Eyes invalidated his lap. Not very good. He has 6 minutes. He's got the energy. He could recover.
What's Joshua's gamer tag? Is there an X before it?
Yes, it's X space Joshua 1571 X. So, oh look, something Moronix has actually come out now. Championship contenders. He's looking to recover some good time, you know, because unfortunately a lot of time was lost in the beginning of the session because of the transition from from dry to intermediate tyres. So he's looking up to make up that time and set a lap time. Oh, you got a little message from Brother Container. He said that we're both great commentators, and you make my day. And when I watch the races back over, get better soon.
Oh, thanks, man.
Ooh! Cross Kerry has been trumped by Moronics, a 1:19.1 on the Inters. What a move from Moronics. What a move. I'm actually really impressed. He did a better time than the driver on the tyres.
I still think his time will be fine. I think, like, all these from 10th downwards to still be in the pits at this stage, you're putting it all on the line on this sort of 1, maybe 2 good laps that you're going to get.
He's done something good though, because you only get a certain amount of inters and wet tyres for the session.
I think you get 4 for the course of the weekend.
And
4.
what Cross Kerry has done is basically preserve one. So, you know, that means he can take a fresh set of intermediate tyres into Q3. So he will have a nice fresh set for when everyone's pushing. And, you know, everyone's got to be careful because that means they'll have two worn sets of intermediate tyres. So, you know, they've got to make sure they don't waste the intermediates because, you know, if you pit too much, you'll just be putting on old, worn intermediate tyres.
Especially if I don't know who this is.
we had a guy called Easton and then COC joining the session. If anyone knows them, if they're your friends, can you please contact them and please ask them to leave the session because I do not think they are drivers in the league. So yes,
He's left, thank God.
There you go. Yep, COC is left. You know, it's fair enough you want to like play with your mates and all sorts, but you know, if someone's put up their thing saying "Do not disturb," you know, it's why I prefer to make my preference offline on my account because first of all, I just hate getting pestered when I'm racing. Ooh.
Cameron was off there for a minute, but he looks like he reset the track, so I don't know whether he's had an issue or.
Looks like he's got a damaged wing, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good for him. I don't know. He'll be cutting it really close to get into the pits and out again. I don't think he'll have enough time to settle out here.
Do you think we might get a safety car?
Oh God, if there's a light rain whole race, I think anything's possible around here. Especially, like, I mean, the Wall of Champions and all these chicanes in the dry. Pretty bad, but in the wet, who knows?
Oh, Falcon Legends on his outlap. He just cooked it way too much going into the final chicane and crashed into the Wall of Champions, and he's obstructing the track. He's full on Austin Powers, and he's on the racing line nearly, but he moved out of the way.
But he has all of his front wings, so he'll be fine to go.
Good recovery, I think. Don't get me wrong, but that was that's going to definitely affect his lap because you know you need the run. Oh, and he's just struggling way too much. It looks like Falcons might not make it into Q3. I mean, if he stockpiles the energy now,
he has enough time to go for another one.
If he pits, that's game over. But he needs to.
He needs to either complete this lap or reset and go again, because he'll have enough time to go for one more as long as he doesn't hold himself up too much.
He's pulled over.
Yeah, I don't know why he's pulling over. Sat last.
He's letting the faster cars go by. He's got a minute to get around the track. I mean, he's in the. He's just about hit the second sector mark now, so he needs to somehow manage to get to the line. With 45 seconds remaining.
Looking at the onboards, it looks like it's drying now.
It does.
I don't see any rain.
But it's still spray.
Still a bit of spray, but.
So Eyes is now going to cross the line. Well, he's crossed the chicane. 20 seconds remain. Can Falcon Legends reach the... Oh, third place from Eyes.
Decent.
A 1:19.8. Well done.
Oh,
DPS race as well.
DRS enabled. Wow, that's a curveball.
Curveball, and it looks like, unfortunately, it's not worked. Falcon Legends.
Man.
Falcon Legends needs to set faster than a 121. Well done to Eyes, by the way. Oh, Falcon Legends! No!
Oh, he's put it in the wall.
It feels like, it's horrible because
his lap as well.
Yeah, so it looks like going out in Q2 is Old Man C, Duffalump, Falcon Legends, Joshua, and Camo. So unfortunately, they will be out of the session, which leaves Moronix in provisional pole in Q2. So well done to Moronix. Crosscarry in second place, with Eyes in third. Bodder in fourth. Ooh, Falcon's just
Crosscarry is coming up to the line now. I don't know why he's gone out on the second if it's a wet race. He beat his soft time, but I'm not sure whether that's a good call or not.
Bodder's going in.
Falcon's going to
Someone's still on the track.
Anyway,
yeah, it's Falcon, yeah. Well, he got a second slower, literally, immediately, a second, and 1 millisecond. Sorry, 1,000th of a second slower than his old time.
See, Crosscarry has
So,
been
yeah,
really
that's
confused. If this insider information about it being a light rain for the whole race, why would you, if you've already set a time on softs in Q2, why would you not just keep that?
By the way, DPS Racing and Top Notch nearly bit the bullet, because Top Notch is 10th and DPS Racing is 9th. So they both literally got through in the skin of their teeth. So well done to them. You made it through into Q3, as close as it got. So Moronix is in P1, Crosscarry P2, Eyes in third. Well done, Eyes, on your debut in Q2. Bodder, Angerfist, Jay Slee, 40, Element Snow, DPS Racing, and Top Notch round off the top 10. And out in Q2 is Mancy, Duffalump, Falcon Legends, Joshua, and Camo. Although Joshua and Camo never set any lap times.
No, do you reckon? I think it should be a dry Q3 then.
It looks dry.
It does look dry, but it's very cloudy, so
It's very hard to say. It's really hard to say, but it looks like it's good enough.
If it stays dry the whole time, you can get 3 runs in. It's a short lap time around here, you can easily do it. Who's going to be the first one to go? Looks like Williams. Jason.
Does indeed. Let's have a look. See. It's either Crosscarry or Jay Slee.
Jason.
No, it's Jay Slee.
I'll have a look down the pit lane, see who's out next. And we got the Ferrari of 40. And then come both McLarens.
40's going to do his best to, get a good position, especially after his teammate being knocked out in Q2. But, I know he'll try his best, but the people to look out for will be both the Williams, Moronix, and those McLarens. Because what I've
McLarens
noticed
are right behind each other as well, so might be using the slipstream tactic, maybe. If they've got that communication, but never know.
I'm pretty sure they have. They'll work together, and I'm pretty sure they got a race engineer as well. So they'll be discussing team tactics, because that's what me and my team did in F4. We didn't really necessarily do like a slingshot thing. One car being in front to give the other some slipstream, but discuss team tactics while on the way. It could just be that DPS is just in front of Bodder and
40's let them
Might
both
be
by,
how it is.
so maybe he's trying to catch on to Bottas' slipstream, maybe. But they're
Or just
very
trying to get the
close.
clean air. Looks like Bodder. Yep, Bodder's been given the slipstream and the ability
on the
to
out there.
pass. Oh, and he hit the wall of champions and damaged his right end plate.
Is that
Unlucky
40?
from Bodder there. Now it's
Oh,
Bodder.
Bottas. Maybe if I was Bodder at this point, I'd be thinking, I'll keep going, but start on the
40
straight to
invalidated lap
teammate.
time, and he's letting DPS Racing through. So DPS Racing is currently the faster McLaren through in Q3. Bodder, unfortunately, will have to go back into the pit, slap on a new set of tyres, and hope for the best in setting another lap. But right now, the pressure is on for DPS Racing. Currently, Moronix and Jay Slee, the other people to look out for in the session,
Jay
are
Slee's
out
coming
on
across the
track in
line.
their flying lap.
109.
Oh, 193. That's not bad from Jay Slee. That was a really, really nice lap. Let's see what DPS Racing... Oh, it does look like Bodder is given DPS Racing the chance to catch the slipstream of his McLaren.
It looks too far away.
While
I don't think he
Bodder
would have
goes
gained
into the
anything
pits.
for that.
You never know.
If they were
DPS
trying
Racing now crosses the line with a 197. So not bad there from DPS Racing. A strong lap. Eyes is warming up for another lap. Let's look at Moronix. He's now on the straight. He's looking very quick. Going over the chicane. And Moronix comes across to set a 1 minute 8.7. Oh my god, what a lap on Moronix. I think, unless anyone can get faster than that, he might be safe. And I don't know if I'm correct or not, but I'm pretty sure 1 minute 7s were the fastest lap times in the time trial leaderboard. So setting a 1 minute 8 in a qualifying session is incredible. What would you say, Rapids, about Moronix doing that? Do you feel he's safe?
I think you can never be safe in qualifying. Like, track evolution plays a major part, especially around this kind of a shortish track. Like, the times can be really, really close, so you just never know.
Jace Lee jumps into second place with a 193. Not bad from Jace Lee. 40 is still in third place with a 197, so good run there from 40. He gets in front of DPS Racing. Angerfist is in fifth with a 1 minute 10.6. No, 1 minute 10 dead, sorry, and Top Notch gets a 1 minute 10.3. Eyes looks like he's still struggling to set a lap time. He keeps on invalidating. He actually has to pit for fuel and maybe even a new set of tyres, because if he keeps on doing laps, he might not do his tyres any good. Bodder is finally out back on track with a new front wing. He's going to get back out there and do his best. Let's have a look at Cross Kerry, because he's been oddly quiet. He's invalidated a lap, so he's got to go back out and try again. But Cross Kerry will definitely be on the attack to scare his championship rival Moronix into maybe coming back out.
I've had a chance to.
No, I think Cross Kerry is. Moronix did command Monaco. I don't know if he took the lead in the championship. I haven't seen the standings, but I know it's close between the between Cross Kerry and Moronix.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how that battle progresses through the season.
Oh, Cross Kerry cut the chicane there and it invalidated his lap.
Yeah, you turn the 0 straight down to 0.
Bodder as well. Bodder has invalidated his lap time. and he has to go back out again. Only 5 minutes or so remains in the session. And currently right now, Eyes, Bodder, Element Snow and Cross Carry. Element Snow, by the way, getting into Q3. I think that's amazing for Element Snow. I don't think I've seen him in Q3 a lot. You know, he normally gets like maybe mid, maybe rear of the pack, and then making his way up into the top. So a Q3 run there from Element Snow is really impressive.
Especially for the wet race, it's gonna be hard to overtake unless you're like Max Verstappen, Brazil, what, 2016 was it?
Yes.
Webmaster.
That was No, that was 2015. I think. No, it was 2016 because I remember Felipe Massa crashed out in Brazil. It was a wet race and he crashed out because he was hoping to retire in 2016, but then Felipe signed on another year with Williams and successfully retired at the end of the 2017 season.
Can Bodder make it through the last chicane without invalidating his lap?
He invalidated it quite a while beforehand on his old lap, but it looks like Bodder might just be alright. And a good amount of speed. Bodder will fly across into 5th place with a 198 behind DPS, so DPS Racing is still in front of his teammate, and it looks like DPS Racing's actually gone out again. Nope, he's going in.
He's coming in.
Never mind.
So I think all these guys will be preparing for the last lap of the session, really.
Well, 3 minutes remain, so this is sort of the window where everyone would come back out and try again, but it looks like Moronix, he's just chilling. He's not leaving it too late, you know. He might go back out again just to solidify his place, but I think he might be safe there.
I mean, if it's a full wet race, he should have another set of tyres.
Oh, and I feel sorry for Angerfist. He would have set a 196 if he didn't invalidate the lap time, which would put him in 3rd place. So unlucky from Angerfist. And Jace Lee has improved his time to a 189. So it's actually made Moronix respond.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would have gone out anyway with the extra set of soft tyres that you get for getting into Q3. I think it's just going to be warming up laps in a minute. Angerfist isn't all out. I think Top Notch has just started one.
Eyes is struggling to set one. He's done multiple laps in the beginning. So Top Notch on his flying lap while his teammate Moronix is on his out lap. Element Snow and Cross Kerry are not doing anything yet. I don't know what they are doing, but
I see a Williams coming out of the pits, I think. Or do I?
That is not the Williams, I think.
I see McLaren coming out. Top Notch is 6.5 heads up on his time.
No, that's DPS Racing. Let's keep an eye on top 3. So currently right now, Moronix is in 1st, Jace Lee 2nd, 43rd.
Top Notch is coming up to the line.
Oh, yep, Top Notch is coming over, and he will set 195. That puts him in 3rd place, so it looks like it's going to be a close start for both the...
This is retired, where's
check his thing on the race director. If it says terminal damage, he's crashed.
Yeah, I was trying to see if anyone had an on board with it.
I was on board with Top Notch at that point. Element Snow and Cross Kerry have actually come out. I don't know if Element Snow is going to make it in time, though. He's in the mid-sector with only 30 seconds remaining.
Morning's goes even quicker than
110.4! Oh my god. Moronix has basically just said, yep, this is where I'm staying, lads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Element Snow's not going to make
JC's
it.
not going to have enough time to go again.
Ross Kerry just manages to get out across the line, and he's now beginning his flying lap. So Q3 is over. Yeah, Element Snow, I knew he'd do that, to be honest. I know Element, he likes to try and leave it to the very last possible moment, but the problem is he's done this before.
The last moment, and then there's not leaving it to the last
missing
moment,
the opportunity. The man with the cash is surprised because Moronix has set an amazing time of a 1:84, and he says Moronix for F2. So Cross Kerry, let's see what he can do. Well, right now only 5 cars
Bodder's
are
getting a
no
mad
longer
slipstream from his teammate.
Oh, it could be interesting. What is
he
the
doesn't
McLaren team going to do?
He's a bit deep. I think he's scrubbed off a bit too much speed, but it's still a good time.
Oh, he got 4 from 40. Cross Kerry invalidated his lap time during his lap. Cross Kerry is starting from the 10th.
He set a 1.9 flat.
1.9 flat would have put him in 3rd place behind Jay Slee. This is a perfect start for the Haas team. Oh my god. Are you nervous for the race start, Rapids?
I mean, if it's intermediates and a wet start, well, it's just hope people know how to do a wet start, because I can say I don't do a lot of wet starts.
Right, so rounding off our top 10 for Q3. So starting from the back of the lot, Cross Kerry 10th, Element Snow 9th, both of them not setting times, Cross Kerry invalidating on his final chance. Angavist 8th, DPS Racing 7th, Eyes is in 6th after managing to finally set a lap, 4D in 5th, Bodder in 4th, Top Notch in 3rd, Jay Slee in 2nd, and Moronix in 1st. And it looks like Jay Slee is sort of like a Haas sandwich at the moment.
Disconnected again.
But Eyes did really good to get a P6 in his debut in qualifying. Joshua is struggling with connection. The rules, I think.
Is it 2 in 1?
Someone needs to contact Easton. There's a guy named Easton in the lobby. I don't know if he's in the league, but he is definitely not meant to be there.
Oh, I'm trying to get Joshua involved.
We need someone to. Could you contact Easton quickly? Because the last thing we want him to do is impede the start. Because he could ready up right now. If Easton readies up now, it will have to be I don't know what will happen, because Easton is not a part of the league, and if he readies up, that could ruin everyone.
Where is he?
Oh, Jake Moore says he's a new driver. Don't worry. Never mind. No. Easton's okay. It's just because Easton wasn't there in the race start, so it confused me. Like, he's an F3 reserve. It's because he's a reserve. He wouldn't be on the list. It's just because I didn't know.
On the loading screen list, I don't see his name.
Oh no, he is on there. He's at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I'm just thinking, who the heck is Easton and what's he doing? Because we had 2 people join, and I'm just like, I thought he left long ago, and the first guy left, and I was just like, oh yeah, that means that Easton guy's gone as well, and then I was like, oh god, he's still here.
If it stays wet the whole time, I think there'll be a mix of 1 stops and 2 stops. Yeah.
Well, luckily, now that I found out Easton is actually an F3 reserve driver, it doesn't matter if hopefully, no one readies up before the host, otherwise,
Who is the host?
It is Bodder.
Okay. Wow.
The man with the cash is in the chat. Josh of Dosh. Panic stations. Clever there. Man with the cash has spoken. So, Rapids. We got a little bit of time before the race begins. What do you think will be your prediction for the top three for the end of the race?
I think Moronix in qualifying, he was nearly half a second clear of second. If he can show that sort of pace in the wet, I think he'll easily take it from pole to flag. So my money's on him to win this. But I think the rest of the podium could be anyone's game, really. I think, especially in the wet, it's critical. Just don't lose your wing on lap one, please.
Do you agree with how quick Moronix has been all of the qualifying? Don't you agree that he's sort of... Oh, yep, Bodder's readied up. Moronix has basically acted as the Ayrton Senna of the F3 lot, because do remember, Ayrton Senna was a legend back in the day of setting a faster time than anyone else by a whole second, clearing the car in second by a whole second.
Well, no, is that in qualifying or is that in the race?
I think that was in qualifying with Ayrton Senna back in the day. He was definitely faster than by the car in second place by a full second.
Wow, I mean, race scenarios are completely different, so we'll have to see how he handles the pressure, especially in the wet weather conditions. I think anything's possible. For anyone, really.
Looks like we're waiting on Easton.
I don't know whether that's lag or not. It's the only one that hasn't.
Lag.
See, normally if this happens, that person that's connecting leaves, and then the lobby's fine. But then if he leaves and can't get back into his car...
Yeah, he might miss out, which is unfortunately a bit of bad luck. But, you know, hopefully Easton will do his best to get back into his car. We'll just wait and see. Jake Moore says predictions from me. Spray said Moronix first.
The rest of the podium. Alright, rest of the podium. I'll just do... I think Moronix will take the win. I think Bodder for P2, and then I'll go with Cross Kerry for an outshot shot of P3.
Ooh, that's interesting. I definitely know Moronix is definitely going to be a definite contender for first place. I'm going to have to say Jay Slee maybe for second, because Jay Slee is actually really quick. And third place, actually, and this is a complete shot. It's not actually going to be reflecting on the real results, because it might not happen. It might actually happen. But I'm thinking maybe Eyes might get a good run.
On his debut,
confident Eyes.
That'd be a good result for him.
Yeah.
And show everyone that he means business.
Joshua, I do understand that you are having connection problems, but please refrain from using strong language in the chat, please.
Do I invite him again? I've invited him twice.
I think you need to. I think you can only join a few times before.
I'll invite him one more time because I'm a nice person.
Easton does need to leave because currently, right now, Easton is the only thing stopping this lobby from going underway.
Josh. Alright.
Josh says 40 for podium for the Ferrari. He's rooting for 40. He's in fifth, so 40's got a good position.
Easton. Is he on a recent?
Easton 2411. He would be in the recents on the list.
Yeah, I'm going to message him saying you mind leaving, I'll invite you back.
Sorry to hear Joshua. Just a reminder, not just for Joshua, but for everyone, that if you don't have a good session and, if you lag out and you can't join back in, fortunately, you need to make sure your connection is stable, and also you must refrain from using language in the chat because, we don't want to... we don't want to
PG
say anything
channel?
that could. Yeah, we're a PG channel. We don't want to say anything that could basically be not family friendly. Yeah, exactly. Jake Moore, no bad words with a winky face. What if kids watching, etc. Exactly. I think I remember when I first commentated over Formula 2 in Australia, Peppermeat and his family were watching the race. And I remember he actually had the whole family in front of the TV watching the race. No, that wasn't Peppermeat. That was Timmer. It was Timmer.
That's what I'm saying. Easton's game's crashed and he can't leave. But he's messaged me saying his car will disappear if he leaves. But either way, mate, anyone holding this session up?
We'll have to try and... Easton, could you maybe dashboard? Yeah, turn the Xbox off. Dashboard or turn the Xbox off and it will remove you from the session. Yeah. DPS Racing is full on turned into, the meerkat from the old advert. Turn off the Xbox. Simples. Just need to make like the meerkat noise though.
Was he even in qualifying? I didn't think I saw him in qualifying.
No, Easton joined way too late. He joined like 3/4 of the way into Q1, sorry, and then we need to tell get a hammer and beat it.
Okay,
What? I know Easton like dashboarded, but the game just disqualified him for reversing on the start line.
He's been disqualified.
This is. I think F1 should go home. It's drunk. Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like on my screen, it goes like 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 16th. There's no 17th. There's no 14th. There's no 19th or 7th. Like it's missing 5 cars.
I think it's because people lagging out. But anyways, let's go over the list. So Moronic starts in provisional on pole position, in the race because of an amazing qualifying run. Jace Lee second, Top Notch third. Easton might be able to start the session though, because his car is still on track. He's just been disqualified. Top Notch third, Bodder fourth, Fordy in fifth, Eyes in sixth, DPS Racing in seventh, Angerfist eighth, Element Snow ninth, Crosscarry 10th, Mansi 11th, Duffalump 12th, Falcon Legends is in 13th. Oh, Joshua's back. Camo in 15th because I think Joshua is in 14th. Flaming in 16th. We've lost Reese because Reese was in 17th in the Red Bull, and then 18th is Braver Container, and then I think we've also lost Element Snow's teammate in the Mercedes.
I don't know how many people were there in Q1.
We are missing a couple of them. Well, you keep an eye on the back, I'll keep an eye on the front, and we'll watch out for anything. But, so, the grid is lining up, so, it is on for the Canadian Grand Prix for F3 after having to wait a little bit for Easton to get back into the session. I think Easton might be able to get back in.
Control of his car.
Well, hopefully he will get to. I mean, it's because he's been disqualified. No, he won't. He misses out, sadly, but unfortunately that's just how it goes.
He says he's in the pits.
5 red lights. And away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix in F3. So Moronix gets a really good run. Top Notch goes down the inside of both Jace Lee and... That's a little bit of a mix up
fairly
there. Around the
clean.
outside goes
Pretty
top
clean at
notch.
the back.
Bodder in fourth. 45th. Everything alright? Okay, so we have gotten news, everyone, through mass
that we're restarting.
disconnection. Yeah, from mass disconnection, it will be a restart. It's been called. We will. So it's been called. It's been passed through that Roberts has said that there's been a mass disconnection. So there will be a restart, because according to the rules, if it's a mass disconnection, it will be a restart. So it is being called. We will have DP Roberts contact Bodder, and through the news that we'd received from Roberts, we will follow on with the restart.
I don't know. Do we just end the stream here and then restart when we're ready to go?
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll wait until everyone's left the session, but because it needs to be passed on. So once everyone's left, because Bodder is the host, Bodder will need the footage to rebuild the grid.
Mm-hmm. I have the Q3 screenshot. Will I see anyone I got?
Well, it looks like we lost quite a few cars, and even Falcon Legends disconnected. So quite a lot of people did disconnect in the opening lap, so and the formation. So it was quite a lot of people that lost out. So yeah, restart is called.
I mean, I don't know how we're supposed to tell Bodder that it's being restarted. I don't know if they're just jumping his party antenna or.
You will have to contact Bodder. Well, here's what we'll do, guys. We'll have to end the stream now, so everyone can basically rebuild the grid. But yes, we will join you momentarily again for a restart.
Peace.